today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the USC product in his 6th season now, Sam Darnold.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down throw, Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 69 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. You look at this Bears defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This is caught. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And now Stafford's going to move them around.
Stay 50, stay 50. Middle. Safety's quick. Double right. He's crossing. He's checking crowds. Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Bears hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Darnold. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Parker again, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Darnold. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Darnold. And Cook has it, left side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Up and good for Santoso.
And that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
6-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Darnold on first down. He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Cook following the penalty, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9.
Stafford now to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
32, 53, ready. Give me radar. Switch it. Set.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Right back to Connor here on first. They're down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stafford. Short throw to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
6-man. Check 70.
Stafford on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Check.
Cook up the gut.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
In motion is Chenault. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down. Cook
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 7.
To throw is Darnold. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is Shenault on the receiving end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. It's caught. It's Shenault again. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Second down, here's Mostert again. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, Stafford going to change it up here. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Michael Dana
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Alert!
Stafford. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case,
Loss of yardage ugly.
Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
First man through. It's the fullback use check. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's Stafford now on second down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. And a little floater there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now Stafford's going to move them around.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stafford's throw taken in by Samuel.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Check 52.
They run behind center with Connor. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Open man left side, Shaheed has it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Connor up the middle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Stafford. Screen pass to Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Trips. Easy to learn. Hey, 50. 32. Check that.
Mostert.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession. Of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here taken in by Parker.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A give. This is Cook. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Darnold.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
Big 20.
Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
50-50.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. First man through, it's the fullback, Juszczyk.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
And they take a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, He's going to ensure his guys a victory. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.